Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode of Bow Hunt or Die. Got more turkey action for you this week. Justin, I think the million-dollar question is, what's the craziest thing you've ever done to recover an animal? I mean, Paul definitely...
To recover an animal or just to go after an animal? Because we've crossed creeks to go hunting with Paul. Well, he makes a dive in to go recover his turkey. So guys, after you watch the episode, make sure you leave your comments below. Let us know what the craziest thing you've ever done is to either go after an animal or recover an animal that you've shot. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video, leave your comments below, and hit that subscribe button.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bow Hunt or Die. It is almost June here, and unfortunately, guys, the turkey toll is dwindling quickly. I don't know how many turkeys are left out there, Justin. Our team's done such a good job harvesting them this year, but guys, this will be the last episode of turkey hunting.
Yeah, but it is a jam-packed episode of turkey hunting. We've got 3 more awesome turkey hunts coming up for you guys. And yes, I am a little sick this week. I can feel Todd like cringing next to me. I am losing my voice, so I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna watch a bunch of turkey hunts right now. Let's check them out.
It is day 5 of my turkey season here, and it's been a cold one. It's real frosty this morning. We have 2 birds gobbling, one back behind us, probably a couple 100 yards, and then one gobbling, I don't know, maybe 300-400 yards away, and there's possibly a third one. It's hard to tell if it's the one down here gobbling when he's gobbling away or not, but we think there might be 2 for sure. So we're set back today in a bale blind. We're about 200 yards from where we were yesterday when we had that tom come in. On Wednesday, a whole flock of birds and 4 toms came right past this bush. And yesterday, that tom came right past this bush too with the 4 hands. So we're back up against the marsh, and it'll be a little bit, you know, again, this is a spot where we just got to put our time in, and eventually, hopefully, they're going to come back through here like they've done in the past. So stick with us this morning. With any luck, we're going to get one. All right, Carson's getting to witness what turkey hunting is all about. We watched that tom and 4 or 5 hens. They worked out across the field. You know, we were in that blind out on the hill yesterday and had him come running in 15 yards. I had the bow back before he got that far, and he got around the decoy, and he didn't like something. And I thought maybe he'd seen us or seen me move with the bow. You know, I already had it drawn, but Anyway, he spooked a little bit and then I couldn't get on him. So we elected to stay down here today because the birds have been coming along this edge. Well, this morning they walked probably, I don't know, it's hard to say from this distance, but they walked right in front of the blind, probably 15, 20 yards at the most. And so evidently the blind didn't bother them, but clearly decoys maybe do. So they went down, come around. We had one hen the closest about 30 yards and he just stayed out, and he doesn't want anything really to do with these decoys. So it's just the way they are. Once in a while you hunt the same bird here in another week or two and he might come running right in again. So one thing we learned is he wasn't afraid of the blind up there. Yesterday we thought, we spooked him from that blind, we're not going to get a chance, but this morning he followed the hens right past it. So they're starting to walk off over the hill, so we'll see what happens here, but I think the gig is up for this morning. So we'll keep trying, that's all we can do. All right, there you have it. Carson said he's coming. We watched. A couple of the hens went over the hill. I'm not even sure what it was. I think 2 went over and the other ones started coming back, and Carson kept on pulling the string on our homemade decoy. We have the HS strut hen decoy out in front of it there. And
they went to that first.
yeah, we didn't think he'd be decoying anything, but his neck, those wattles were getting really red. And I'm like, I think he's getting fired up, and all of a sudden he's coming. Carson's like, oh, he's coming, Daddy, he's coming, Daddy.
Get ready.
So I told him, make sure you got the camera on, and he did. Great job. Little cameraman, first kill for Carson on the camera as far as a cameraman. And we got that gobbler. He didn't go anywhere.
He's just laying there.
What'd we learn today, huh?
That don't...
Patience.
Patience.
Patience, right? Patience, even myself, I'm like, I told Carson when he walked off, I'm like, well, welcome to turkey hunting. That's what they do. It can be frustrating, and this is one of those spots where, we're sitting back, but we know they like to work this edge. I'm gonna look at the phone here. And it's 9:07. He went past the other blind at 6:30. Patience paid off. We got our gobbler. Mm-hmm. That was awesome, wasn't it, bud?
Too.
Same one. Yep, same one from yesterday. And here again, I can't stress it enough. Patience. Sit and wait. All right, guys, here he is. I don't know how to explain this, but what a great morning. Something special to have my son to be sitting in the blind with me. And we had a heartbreaker yesterday in the other blind. Carson was filming. We had that bird come in, and I don't know, he just didn't like something. It's the same bird, there's no doubt. It's with the same hens here. And yeah, our heart sank because he got away, but patience pays off. What a special hunt for me, especially, and I don't know if Carson knows how much this hunt means to me to have him with me. And his first confirmed kill while he's the cameraman, and I hope we have plenty more to come. Right, bud?
Yep.
I love you. That's for sure. Love you, bud. Give me a hug. All right. All right, guys. Bow hunt or die.
Denver. Started off in Columbus, Ohio. We got about an hour or so to chill out here, and then we'll head to Gillette. So won't be long, we'll be there. All right, folks. Finally made it all the way from Ohio here to Wyoming. Me and Tony did. You know, they told us to look for this guy named El Dusto. So we're looking for a Mexican guy in a Toyota.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. He's got the little puppy in the background, and we're gonna jump in the truck and we're gonna go look for some birds after we get a license, and we gotta swing by Menards.
That's right.
So
You
we'll
gotta
see.
make sure you guys have something to do after you kill your birds.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna kill them in 5 minutes, and we're probably gonna work the rest. So let's get going, and hopefully we can kill something.
Sounds good.
All right, folks. Welcome to wintry Wyoming. We've got rain, mist, no snow here, but we got snow up on the mountains last night. So unfortunately we couldn't be working today. Well, fortunately we could be working. So we're actually out turkey hunting. I still got my recurve. We got a different guide. Rich Sweeney is taking us out, so hopefully that's good luck. Dusto had some other obligations. Alright, well, the day hasn't got much nicer. It's pretty windy, a little bit of rain still coming down, but we did find some turkeys. The last attempt at getting on the turkeys didn't work out. They kind of spotted us, took off, so we went to another property. We're going to sneak around this little hill here. We've got a couple birds spotted in the field out here. Let's see if we can get as close to the creek as possible, maybe fan these birds and get a shot. So let's go see what happens.
He's in between the two trees now, right on the bank. Keep calling, he's coming. He's up on top. He's coming. You see him? You don't want to go.
Holy smokes! Wow! Toady, how cool was that? Holy smokes, Rich. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm still skeptical until I got my hands on them.
Great shot.
How cool was that? Dude, guys, we worked these birds down the edge of this creek, all the way down, and this hen was no more than 8 yards. And I was worried she was gonna bust us because I'm sitting right next to the creek. Rich is behind me running the camera. This bird starts coming down the hill, and I was just patient. Then he turns around, he goes back up the creek side. And I thought, oh, all is lost. Well, of course, the hens started going up, and I knew, you know what? I only had a couple more opportunities to shoot. And one was when he went behind a little brush pile. I knew he was gonna spit drum around that brush pile. So I drew back really slow as I could, aimed as hard as I could, and I think I just made a good shot. So with the recurve, and this is my first time. The other day we had a really close encounter, blew some feathers off of a turkey. My buddy Tony killed a bird the other day. We've been working hard, building here, and I'm speechless. This is awesome. This is everything that I was hoping it would be with my first bird with the recurve.
Paul's had some bad luck losing some animals, so he wants to make sure that he gets this job done. So we're gonna see where he drops in and how nice and cold and wet he can get here. Oh, we're neck deep. Good stuff. Right here. We're neck deep. Oh boy. Learn to swim, Paul. Mind you, all for a turkey. This dude's lost his mind. I've never had to video a hunter drowning. You've already been neck deep. You may as well go now, brother. Water again, go.
Guys, well, that was the most exciting hunt I have ever been a part of, and it just so happened to be that I was the guy behind the bow. I've worked for 3 years now trying to get a bird with my recurve, and it comes with a price. I haven't killed a bird for about 2 to 3 years. So when Dustin offered an invitation for us to come out and work on the lodge and give them a hand out here and also maybe put a bird on the ground, I picked that up as fast as I could. And man, what can I say? Here, Bighorn Outfitters has not disappointed again. Thankfully, we were able to help them out, and Rich and Dusto combined have got me behind a beautiful Merriam, and also my first recurve bird. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hectic, crazy story. This is what makes hunting fun, doing stuff out of the box, and when it works out, it's awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed, like I said, and we'll see you guys next time preparing for deer season. So till next time, bow hunt or die.
Do one thing and do it right. For over a century, that's what we've been doing, making the best rubber boots. And our philosophy is simple. Your boot should work as hard as you do. lacrosse footwear, done right since 1897.
All right, well, good morning. Today is May 13th. It's an absolutely beautiful morning. A little cloudy, but it looks like it's going to clear out. And I've already had a lot of birds. A lot of turkeys making noise. Gobbling. Probably about 200-300 yards from me. I'm set up in an apple orchard. Basically, I have a 10-yard window right in front of me. And I can see 100 yards on either side. And these birds, they'll run along the edge of the apple orchard. So I got my 2 decoys, Jake and a hen, right out front. I got the stealth cam over it. And once it gets a little lighter, I'm going to try and call at him and see if I can't get a bird to come down and work this edge. So, perfect morning. I love it. This late in the year, you got to get up so early, but it's definitely a lot of fun to be out in the woods this spring, so sit tight, see what happens. Bowhunt or die. Can't believe that worked. I was sitting here and I heard a gobbler, and I peeked up down this line, and here comes a hen. She was facing me, and I think she wanted to get in the orchard because she worked her way back and forth. He was strutting at her. Finally, she went right into the orchard, and I called a few times at him, and he strutted up, and then he just came over to check us out. Came all the way down. I just turned my camera and got it right on the decoys and waited for him to come. He came up, gave me a perfect shot. I think I hit him pretty well, but he ran off, so oh man, I gotta go check that arrow and see what I got, but I am pumped. First shot opportunity, yes. All right, well, I just came back to the house to review the footage and take a look at my shot. Immediately after, I went out and checked my arrow, and it didn't look like there was a ton of blood on it, but there was some. And I kind of gathered up my gear and basically I'm hunting on a steep ledge, so I peeked over the ledge, and no, I mean, it was probably 20 yards from the blind. I just looked over, and there he was, and he ran a little bit further down and then stopped. So in the interest of just completely leaving him alone, I grabbed my stuff and I got out of there and I came back. I wanted to watch the footage. I have, I think I have 2 angles of this shot. I also had a camera set up to kind of get an overview, and I wanted to see what it looked like as he ran off. So I definitely probably put it where you want, but it looks like it might have been a little bit low. So we're going to give it a little bit, and then we're going to go back out there and see if we can collect him. I anticipate that he wouldn't have gone very far, so we'll give it a shot, and hopefully we can find my first turkey at the end of the trail. All right, well, a little bit of a kerfuffle, but we came back a couple hours later,
and just started to work our way down here, and sure enough, got the turkey right here. So come on, let's go take a look at it. Look at that. Turk down. Well, an absolutely fantastic morning here in southeast Minnesota. I shot my first turkey. It was pretty exciting. I got up and walked down the edge of this apple orchard behind me, went down about 200 yards and got in the blind in the dark, and I could hear him gobbling pretty much all around me right at first light. This guy was the closest for sure. He popped out with a hen, and she actually worked her way into the orchard, and he came right down the line perfect. Gave me about a 5-yard shot. I hit him, I think, pretty good, just maybe a touch low, because when I got out of the blind to go just peek over the hill and see him, he stood up and he ran down a little further. So I elected to give him a little bit of time, which was the right decision, and we found him 100 yards down the trail, piled up. So absolutely beautiful bird. It's my first turkey. I'm just pumped about it. Big fan on him. He's got a 11.5-inch beard and about 1-inch spurs on him, and just a fantastic bird, fantastic hunt. I owe this one to my father-in-law. He set up the blind for me, put me in the perfect spot. So I guess I'm hooked on this turkey hunting thing. I'll have to try it again next year. So with that, bow hunt or die.
You know, Justin, those are some great turkey hunts. It's always good to see Dean out there continuing our heritage and getting his son out there in a hunt. And hey, we got a future video guy in the works in there. That's kind of cool.
He's got a son behind the camera,
Like
kind of
it.
returning the favor. I know Dean filmed him shoot some deer here recently, so congratulations to those guys. Next up, we joined Paul Morrison out in Wyoming on another epic Wyoming turkey adventure as he's crossing a creek up to his neck to go recover his bird. It was pretty cool, but you know, congratulations to Paul. First animal with traditional equipment for him.
That's cool. And last but not least, I mean, Neal gets his first turkey ever. I know that was a big accomplishment for him. He's been kind of talking about it for the last couple of years. He wants to pull it off. And you know, there is nothing more rewarding than when it does finally come together, right? Yeah. I mean, whether it was your first deer, your first turkey, your first squirrel, doesn't really matter. I mean, finally getting your hunting equipment out there and being successful is always a good thing.
Normally, when guys are doing high fence hunts, they try to hide the fence in the footage. Neal's just like, he doesn't even care. He's like, I don't care.
It's an apple orchard. Cut the crap. It is not a high fence hunt. Of course, we're going to give
Would
you
a
a
high
hard
fence
time.
work on a turkey? They can kind of just fly right over it.
fly
So
over
there's
the
probably no such thing. You need like a net on the top. But
All right, leave me alone.
fine.
It was a great
I'll
hunt.
quit picking on Neal. That was a really good hunt from him, and he used the word kerfuffle.
We did have to Google that. We're not going to lie.
Which was the first
of
bow hunter die first. So he's expanding our vocabulary. So congratulations to those guys on all those awesome hunts. That's really going to conclude the turkey hunting action for bow hunter die this year. Guys, next up we are going to jump into trophy photos for this week's episode. So let's take a look at those now. Devin Zimmerman.
Kendall Stillman.
Matt Vlasic.
Michael Peterson.
Jay Glazewski.
And Jim Queenanola. Hey guys, thanks again for sending in those trophy photos. This week there was, I have to admit, it took 4 of us to make the decision this week. So you know what? I just decided to veto Justin and everybody else in the room.
Pretty much.
We're going to go with Devin Zimmerman and Kendall Stillman. We're going to go with 2 winners this week, Justin. Because
whoa.
well, we kept going back and forth, and we couldn't decide. So you know
Fair
what?
enough. 2 winners this week. So Devin and Kendall, I should say, congratulations on your turkeys and your awesome trophy photos. Make sure you send your information to info@bowhunting.com. We will get you your prize pack out, which of course includes a set of Allen wrenches and a quick stand from our friends over at Pine Ridge Archery. Now, guys, next up, we've got an awesome tech tip for this week from the folks over
Justin
at...
needs some NyQuil right now or something.
Oh, that would be great. That means I could go to sleep and stop working. But in any case, we got to get to the tech tip first. From Lancaster Archery, we've got PJ Riley talking to us a little bit about release aids, the different types, and how to shoot them. So let's check in with those guys now.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about some options for hunting releases. This is your basic wrist strap connected index finger release. You come back to full draw, that deer is down, it might be moving. As long as your finger's not on the trigger, nothing's going to happen. A lot of guys set this trigger so that just their fingertip barely touches the end. That's going to lead you to punching. You don't want to reach for that trigger. What we like to see is that you get it set so your finger can hook the whole way over, and then actually you don't move that finger at all. All you're going to do is squeeze your shoulder blades, which forces your arm backwards, activates the release. We have a thumb button release. This is another one with an identifiable trigger. Some guys like the feel of a handheld release. Come back to full draw. And with this one, same deal. We don't like to see you just press the trigger. Just rest your thumb on the barrel, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and you're going to set that release off. These are great for people who like to wear gloves when they're hunting. You can imagine this is your bow. You just rest it there. What we've got here is called a tension activated release. We talked about this release before. There's no identifiable trigger. This is a safety, and you're going to set this to your specific holding weight at the back wall. To get over the hump, you're just going to pull on the safety, come back, anchor, and then all you do is squeeze those shoulder blades together. It's a great release for people who are dealing with target panic. We've got the hinge release, also called a back tension. The way this release works is this head here is hooked into the string. When the handle rotates, the head moves forward, that releases the hook. You're just going to come back to full draw, and then squeezing my shoulder blades together causes the head to rotate, sets it off. This one, it takes some getting used to if you're a bow hunter, because if you're in the stand moving around, you can imagine if your hand rotates, that release is going to go off. These are 4 great choices. Back to you guys.
Thanks again, PJ. That's a great tip on release aids. Justin.
Yes, sir.
Where are we going from here?
Well, that is officially the end of turkey season here at Bowhunt or Die, so we're going to take a small break. We're not going to have an episode for 2 weeks, but after that, it's pretty much whitetail season from here on out. Food plots and trail cameras and tree stands and all that good stuff.
And hopefully some of those bucks are still alive that you were chasing last year, right?
Hopefully. My cell cameras are still sending me pictures every day. I'm watching the racks grow a little bit every day. So
I haven't seen any of those pictures yet.
That's all right. I'm keeping everything secret from you this year.
Where is that? Is that camera over at our special lease together?
You have access to it.
You
act like
no, I don't have access
to it. Well, guys, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed all the awesome turkey footage for this year. We will see you in 2 weeks right here on Bowhunt or Die.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunt or Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
Glazewski?
Glazewski. Jay Glazewski. What? Jay Glazewski. Jay Glazewski.
Glazewski.
How do you say that one?
Glazewski.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place now. Just give me a second. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
It's Brad's.
He's looking away. Okay, you ready? Oh, Brad, you haven't been in one of these yet. They happen once.
It's not even that hard of a name.
You ready? Kendall still.
Come on.
I'm moving on.
You're moving on? We're just not going to do Jay now?
We're going back to him.